This tutorial is going to show you how to buy and sell spot crypto on an exchange. So we're going to cover different order types, different ways you can execute, take a look at some of the different markets that you can trade on, and explain some parts of the order form. So, using Binance, if you want to buy and sell spot, so essentially to place simple trades, you want to go to the trade tab and go to the spot section. Whichever exchange you choose to trade on will have a similar setup. Spot markets are where you can buy and sell one asset for another with no leverage. It is simply swapping whatever you have for something else. So here on Binance, you can see that we are on the BTC/USDT market. So you want to select the market that you are, or the market that you want to choose. You can see a bunch of them over on the side here. So depending on which coin you want, you can choose the market for it. So I want some Bitcoin, so we're going to use the BTC to USDT pair. And we'll take a look now at the different order types. So to buy Bitcoin, you can do it in two ways. You can use a limit order or you can use a market order. A limit order is an order you set to buy in the future. So if you wanted to buy crypto, the only way you can buy it in the future is to set a price that is lower than the current price. Because if you were to set a price that is the same or higher, it would execute immediately because you're asking the market to give you a price that is available right now. So for a limit order, to buy, the price you put in must be lower than the current price. So if we had 16,750 as the price, you can see that we're at 16,780, 778. That price is lower than the current price. We can choose to buy however much Bitcoin we want with the money that's in our wallet. So there's three ways you can do that. You can put in the amount of BTC you want. Right? You can put in the amount of BTC you want. Or you can use the slider. You can see my available balance of USDT is 19.85. You can use the slider to increase or decrease the amount you want to spend. Or you can directly put in the amount you want to purchase in your chosen currency, which in this case is USDT. So if I press buy BTC now, you'll see limit buy order created. If we scroll down, your exchange will have an open orders tab. It tells you the time and date at which you place the order, the pair, BTC USDT, the type of order, this is a limit order, the side, whether it's to buy or sell, the price you set that at, the amount of BTC you would receive, and how much, if any, has been filled. So 0 has been filled at the moment. And then the total in the currency, minus fees, will go on the end. So you can see this has not been filled yet. I do not have any Bitcoin in my wallet, as you can see here. There is 0 Bitcoin available because this has not been filled. Price needs to go down and reach 16,750 before I will receive any. If I decide I do not want to buy at that price anymore, or I decide I want to, for whatever reason, not leave that order in, I simply go over, press the icon, and cancel it. There is now no order on the exchange from me. So that's how you would set a limit order to buy. A market order to buy is much more simple. You simply put in the amount you want to purchase and press buy. That will execute immediately and fill. And you can see now I do have BTC in my wallet. There is no order on the book because it filled immediately. You can check the order in your history here. You can see that I put a market order, the buy, you can see the price that it filled at, you can see how much for, the total, and you can see on the end that it was filled. These previous ones that I was showing, you can see that they've cancelled. So at any time you can check your order history and see what orders you've made. If I want to sell that BTC, I simply use the sell side, market order, or limit order, depending on what you want. So let's say I want to sell all of it. I go up to 100%, market order, sell, that will sell immediately. I will then receive some USDT back into my wallet. So that's the simplest way to buy and sell spot on an exchange. If you're doing it on the exchange like this, rather than using a convert function, you're probably wanting to trade. So if you're buying and selling, you also want to set orders for maybe stop losses or for other reasons. Just keeping this simple, we'll look at these other options here. So you can have a stop order, stop limit, trailing stop, or OCO. Stop limit order is an instruction to the exchange to sell or buy your chosen currency at a predefined level. So let's imagine, for example, we had some Bitcoin in the wallet, so I'll buy some. So let's say I bought some Bitcoin right now. I wanted to use all of my USDT in the wallet to buy BTC at the market. I now have some BTC, and I want to sell that BTC. But I want to set a stop loss so that if the price goes lower, because I just bought some BTC, so I want it to go up. But if the price goes lower, I want to protect myself. So go to stop limit. We look at the BTC section. We want to set a price at which we will sell all of our BTC, which is here. I've selected all the BTC. And so we bought it at 16. We check the order history, see the exact price. We bought it at 16,755.85. So I want to say, okay, if price goes below 16,000, I want to sell it. So if it goes below 16,000, I want to sell it. The way you do that, you put 16,000, stop price. You can then put 16,000 as the limit price. When that reaches and it triggers at the stop price, it executes at the limit price. So it will trigger at the stop price, meaning it will send a message to the exchange to then place your limit order. If you set them at the same price, in general, that should just mean that the price that Bitcoin is at when it reaches 16,000, it should execute and your trade would be closed. You would receive this amount of USDT back. So you take your small loss. But when placing stop limit orders, it's better to put your stop loss, stop targets, or your stop trigger slightly above the limit order. So in this instance, we could say 16,002. That is just to make sure that it fills, because when you place a limit order below price, it will fill immediately if it's a sell order, okay? If you place a limit order above price and you're trying to buy, it will fill immediately. Because remember, if you're placing a buy order, it needs to be in the green side, so it needs to be below a buy limit order. A sell limit order needs to be above. quite obvious when you look at the order book. So to protect yourself when it goes down, you want to make sure that it exits. So if you put your stop trigger at 16,002, but your sell limit order is at 16,000, that would mean the sell limit order is below. And so if a sell limit order is below current price, it will execute immediately at whichever best available price there is. And it just means that you are more likely to be able to exit that position without any negative consequences. It will just get you out, which is the most important thing. So there's other order form aspects here. We do not recommend using those. This is a simple explanation of how to buy and sell using spot markets and setting a stop loss so that if price drops a predefined amount, that you can exit the position in a simple way.